and 10 to Mahomes. Marcus Davenport with a sack. To try again after the sack.
I'll go 3 and out here and give the football right back because sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden.
On heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Breeze to throw. Flush to his right. Now Breeze lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. It's taken down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
At the 47-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Now Breeze again. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Now Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Take that!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Breeze is looking to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Saints 20, Chiefs 12. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Mahomes to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now Mahomes.
First down, Chiefs.
And one more time, that's Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the Saints' 27-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.